Hey everybody, welcome to Paradise. This is Kristen, kind of reporting in from St. Lucia, which is where my new home is. For those of you who haven't been here, it's a beautiful little island in the West Indies. So check it out if you ever have an opportunity to take a vacation and want to see the tropical islands. I highly recommend it. I know I'm a little biased, but I recommend it. So I haven't done a video in a very long time, so I decided that this would be kind of a good time to do it. I'm kind of getting back into blogging more regularly and giving you guys some more updates. So I've since kind of uplifted or given my website a facelift, so check it out, www.kristenadamson.com. And yeah, I added a blog on there, so check that out as well. So kind of what's been going on in my life right before I moved, as a lot of you know who've been following me and my journey for a while, right before I moved I placed second in my first bikini competition, so I was really excited about that. And then about 1 or 2 days after, I actually moved to St. Lucia, so it was a really big busy time for me last May, but now I'm settled in and I've been living and working here for, I think I'm creeping up on 9 months now, and absolutely love it. From a health and fitness standpoint, I would say it's a little bit harder to eat healthy here, only because food is really expensive, so everything has been pretty much imported. So basically groceries are about 40% of your household income. So really expensive, especially healthy food. Just like everywhere else, healthy food is marked up. So it's marked up even more here. So it is really expensive. Protein powder is really, it's kind of inaccessible. There is some protein powder, but it's really expensive, and it's not generally the best kinds. I have found one that I'm pretty happy with, that I've been sticking with for a couple months now. It is a little pricey, but I decided that it was worth spending the money on and making sure I get my protein intake. From a fitness standpoint, I mean, you do a lot more walking here, so that's good. You know, things aren't easy to get to, so you find that you are a little bit more active naturally. But there are also gyms, which again are really expensive, and a lot of people are often playing sports, so getting active is not really a problem for me, but the healthy food has been not as easy to come by, so I've just had to make it work. I eat a lot of egg whites because egg whites are a cheaper protein here. Proteins are very expensive of any kind, meat, fish, you know, frozen or fresh, you name it. So I've come up with my strategies and frozen vegetables and going to the market and Castries to get by fresh local produce as much as I can, so that helps a lot. I did put on some weight after my competition, which is obviously normal. I got down to 120 pounds at 5'7", so that was very lean. My goal was to kind of come out of the competition and find some balance in my life, because I found that my life really revolved around bodybuilding. A little too much, I think, that the balance wasn't there. I mean, I enjoyed it, I don't regret anything, it was the best thing I ever did, but it was time for me to reach a point where I knew how to balance life a little bit more with fitness and with health. So that was kind of my goal when I moved here, to figure out how to do that, and I think I've done a pretty good job. Like I said, I've had to kind of come up with some techniques to grocery shopping and to getting active, because things are a lot different than in the big city where everything is really easy to access. But I think I've done a really good job, and now I'm at the point where I really understand things better, so I can only move forward from here. So as of late, for those of you who've been following, I actually decided to try something a little different, and throw away my gym membership for a short while and throw away my weight training for a short while, which has been really hard for me to do because I miss my weight, but I decided to try the Insanity Challenge, Insanity being the DVD set that you can order online, or not on, well yeah, online, but on TV. So far I'm just coming to the end of month 1, and I really like it. My goal was nothing substantial, but just to lean out a little bit more, kind of tighten back up in places maybe that aren't as tight as they were when I was competing. And so I just wanted to see what it did for me, basically, and give myself a little bit more work-life balance and exercise-life balance. So it's something that I can spend an hour doing in the morning before I go to work, come home from work, and then enjoy my time with my boyfriend and what little family I do have here, being my brother-in-law. So far I'm really liking it. Very different than anything I've ever done. Requires a lot more cardio than I'm used to, and a lot more explosive plyometric type work. So it's been a nice challenge for me because I've gotten to grow in areas that maybe were more weak because I spent so much time in the weight room previously. So I'm coming up on my recovery week, and then I'll be doing month 2, which is where everybody says you get the major results, and it's just so much harder than month 1, which is hard to believe because month 1 is very difficult. So that's going to be really interesting. We'll see how I handle that. But I'm enjoying the challenge and just something different. Afterwards, I do plan to go back to the gym, get back into my weight training. But I wanted to give the Insanity Challenge its full attention to see what it could really do and how I could better balance my life using it. So in the future, what I'll probably do is intertwine Insanity DVDs with going to do some weight training. So that's kind of what's going on the fitness side of things and the health side of things. Otherwise, my other big kind of journey is my writing journey and getting that writing and my public speaking career off the ground. Those are things I'm very passionate about. I've been wanting to do for a while, so I decided that this year was going to be the year, 2013, that I was going to start writing my book, which is a memoir, which I've decided to title And Then It Hit Me. So it's basically talking about my journey and how my accident back in 2007, where I was struck by a vehicle while walking across the street, how my accident, as well as my diagnosis of premature ovarian failure, which for anybody that doesn't know is, to put it very, very, very simply, means I have a highly unlikely chance of ever having my own biological child. Some people would say infertility. I guess you could deem it as me being diagnosed infertile to an extent, but I'm trying to keep a more proactive, or not proactive, more positive outlook on it. So talking about my journey through those things, as well as my diagnosis of a rare genetic disorder that is called small supernumerary marker chromosomes, which I actually did find out is something I inherited from my father, as did my sister. So kind of just talking about all those things, how they impacted my life, and both negatively and positively, but ultimately in the end making me a stronger person. So if you want more information on that, check out my website again, www.kristinadamson.com, or follow me on Facebook. You can just search my full name, Kristen Adamson. I have a page. And yeah, I mean, I'm keeping people in the loop of my writing. I'm hoping to finish that this year, and then I will hire a, what do they call them, a literary agent, and hopefully look to get that published. So lots of exciting things going on, plus, you know, my life here in St. Lucia. I'm still learning every day as I go, but I am loving it. It's not for everyone, so anybody who thinks that it's pure paradise all the time, you'd be wrong, because it's not, but it's definitely, it was the right decision for me. So I just wanted to give everybody an update on how things are going, and link up with me online and tell me how things are going for you. If you need some motivation, support, or have any questions, please let me know, because that's kind of my goal, is to get and reach out to other people and show them that they can kind of gain back control over their lives through health and fitness, and being diagnosed infertile for ladies out there is not the end of the world, as much as it seems like it. And still, almost every day, I have moments where it sometimes feels like it, but you do get through it, and you find methods for coping. So if anybody needs any help or has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to sign out, but thank you for listening, and we will talk again soon. Thanks, guys.